Okay, let's take a look at your Moodle. And as I always do Moodle, I always do this in English. So try your best to understand me. Now, what I always usually do too is I make a recording of all of this and I put it on to the website. So if you know anybody who didn't come today, please tell them to take a look at this. All right, well, let's see. We had our test on June 8th. And on June 8th, that was actually an important day for a couple of things. The first one was that if you remember, in week 1, so this is all the way back in April, I gave you an assignment for your language lounge activity. Okay, for your language lounge activity. Now, I look at the language lounge activity and I notice that only 20 people have actually given this back to me. Okay, now if you haven't done language lounge activity yet, then if you come and talk to me, okay, I will ask you, why didn't you do it? Well, okay, now go ahead and do it because we still have time. And the reason why I gave this to you very early and I made this due on the same day as the test is because I know some people will forget or not do it, but it's very important. So if you were one of the people who did not do it yet, if you look in the Moodle, you got 0 for that. Now, if you come and talk to me and say, oh, Mr. Cruz, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'll say, oh, okay, well, go ahead and do it now because there's still time. Now, there might be a penalty depending on how we talk, but still, it's better than getting 0 because if you look in your Moodle and you haven't done this yet, you got 0 for this. Okay, so please come and talk to me. If you come and talk to me and I say, okay, go ahead, do it now, I can give you some points for this. If you do not come and talk to me, then that will remain 0. So that was your language lounge activity. Also, in week 2, some of you came and spoke to me about this. The TOEIC listening lab, okay? Now, some of you have been doing this very well, and I hope that you've been doing a little bit every week. The listening lab instructions are here. This is week 2, the bottom of week 2. You can see this right above week 3, okay? So read the listening lab instructions, download the files, the JPEG files where you can mark, A, B, C, D, E, okay? And this is only just to get you used to listening. You don't actually have to be perfectly correct. If you make a mistake, it's not a problem. Just do it. The more you do it, the better off you'll be. Now, what you do is as you're making those marks, okay, you've got your paper, you do this every week, and at the end of the semester, and I'm going to show you this from the, oops, now I got to do it again, sorry. This is actually in 3rd period, okay? This is in 3rd period, but I prepare everything from 3rd period. And in July 13th, okay, what you're going to do is give me your TOEIC listening submission. So what you'll do is the TOEIC listening lab response files. I want you to take a picture on your smartphone. And then on July 7th, so this is way in the future, this is July 7th, you will give me those photographs through the TOEIC listening submission. And it's actually due on August 1st. So if you do it early, go ahead, submit it then on July 14th. But August 1st is the deadline for the pictures of your listening lab student response files, okay? Also, let's take a look at what we're doing today. Today is the 15th, okay? And we're going to be looking at this Quizlet material, and I think that Quizlet is a lot more fun in the class as opposed to actually doing it on Zoom, a lot more fun. You have your review exercise for pages 33 and 34, and you have your week 9 quiz, okay? Week 9, week 10 quiz, and also the mid-semester survey. So please make sure that you do the mid-semester survey. You don't have to give me your name. I don't want to know your name. And the questions are in Japanese, so they're easy to understand. So please do the mid-semester survey so that we can get an idea of what you think of the class, maybe try to improve it for next year. Okay, so you have your review exercise, weeks 9 and 10 quiz. And shortly from here, we'll be doing Quizlet. Also, we'll be doing, again, a little bit of the fluency practice that we do, so that then, I go, do you go, does he go? That practice, I'm going to try it in a different way so that then it's a little easier for people to move. Okay, if you have any questions, remember that you have my email. It's up here in important files and resources. Oh, sorry, it's in general class information. There it is right there. There's my email, jdmcruz@gmail.com. If you have any questions and you want to ask me in class, come to me, well, even during class, after the class, and let's talk. Okay, does anyone have any questions now? No? Okay, thank you very much. And I will now stop the recording.